Here we go, my AKA Patters. We're live. Yeah, I actually been wanting to live stream the last few days of my return, but we're back, guys. Gonna try and do a few a day. Gonna try and do TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So just stay tuned. What are we working on? Nothing yet. This is my drawing table as I left it, and we have some of my travel ink there, ink cartridges for my Pentel brush pen. But yeah, I mean, this ink's probably done and dried. We just got a lot going on here. But my whole idea was just to, I don't know, like maybe sit down and just pick up right where I left off. I even have like all of this. Like I just got things all over the place here. It definitely would take me time to to rearrange things, but that's not what we do here. We just like to sit down and draw. And what we have here, I thought the timing for this was going to be perfect. I think if I didn't have so much going on into my trip, into the engagement, into all of it, I thought I was going to have more than enough time to complete this. Magically, I did not. But this was kind of like all in preparation to Transformers Rise of the Beast that I guess at this point pretty much bombed. I know it, like I've been monitoring the box office for that. Rise of the Beast, not stellar box office. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking for my brush pen, any type of brush pen, so I can correct something here. I mean, we really do have things all over the place, aka Patters. But yeah, that's the drawing table life. So usually we need some burn time. Usually, like I would say 20 minutes in is the great time that we start seeing some level of pop-ins. And I know a lot of you are not used, like once you disappear from streaming, it takes you a little bit to rebuild it. We have a different brush pen here. This is non-Pentel, but I just said to hell with it. So I'm using, wow, these ones are awesome. I got these two for like Harry Pen, and these look great though. These feel awesome. I still have to figure out Harry Pen. Seems like every time I'm back at it, I kind of just have like a Harry Pen meltdown because me being not completing that is just a flat out regret. I hate it. But yeah, so what we're doing here though, we have the Allspark. Bumblebee is shrinking it down inside the Hoover Dam to transport it. And we're gearing up into, you can kind of say the Hoover Dam, right, leads right into the third act of the movie because that's our big battle. That's our big Autobot Transformer, Autobot Decepticon war. Just basically just in the streets. Really cool stuff, though. But see, like, yeah, like I'm not nailing this. Yeah, see, some of that just does not fit, like, at all. So some of the perspective here is bothering me, like, big time. I love these pens, though. These pens are fantastic. All right, these were for Harry Pen. We're going to save these for Harry Pen. But I'm already a fan. Very fine tip there. And we're just looking for a little bit of help when it comes to the brush pen would be with my travel kit, actually. That's right. I brought the brush pen with my travel kit. All right, so let's just get there. And I'm kind of going to, will say I can correct some of this with the whiteout. I don't think it's correctable enough, though. I mean, we will have to deal with that just is. You know what it is? This is where, again, it takes regular, are all of my, everything I need is in my travel bag. But see, this is why you just do things. You know, like the more you do them, the more you're going to learn, right? Like we all know that lesson. But the perspective for this piece is, in my opinion, throwing it off. Where we did leave off was Megatron busting out of the ice. So we're just going to pick it up. Now, the proportions for Megatron here, I'm not favoring, like not even in the least. Not a fan of this rendition of Megatron already. And I thought I was getting good with rendering the Bayformers, but the Bayformers, realistically speaking, are some of the most difficult fictional characters anyone in the universe or even in the multiverse can hope to recreate. They are tough. You know, their proportions, they're not intuitive. You have to constantly look off paper for the even just proportion wise, so like the proportion, accuracy, and reference. So what I've been trying to do, I've just been trying to nail it like just enough, and I feel like that's been helping, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I think some of this is like really what his face should have been. I just feel like his face is just it's annoying. It's just not there. But the next shot is really what I'm looking forward to. Let me get some of this in order. I'll show it to you guys. Because even in the movie, what I'm about to show you guys, the next shot is just fun. And it's such a comic book level shot. All right, we definitely need some of our previous materials, but the next shot's this, and it's him transformed into the jet, blasting through the tunnel, and then we have Megatron and Starscream here, and then I guess we might just jump to the city because we are running out of space. We don't have a lot of paper left. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me find this cap. And cheers, geez, cheers. Still rocking the iced coffee. All right, we are back. We're back. So, still to be revealed is look. See if you can see travel cartridges. Uh, this is the travel sketchbook. We're going to wait. We're going to give this a little bit of time. Because I did want to do a live stream where I completed it, but you can kind of see how far I got, and I'll have to use pictures and stuff for the rest. So, which I'm not happy about. So let's just get this. We need one of these. One white out, one Pentel brush pen, and one sip of iced coffee, guys. Thank you. But regardless of my hatred towards some of my work in this sketchbook, I'm pumped to complete it, though. I just think it's a cool idea, and I kind of wish more people would do some of their sketchbooks with a similar theme because, again, like what you learn drawing yourself like through a movie, we'll call it, it's just phenomenal. Like again, like just forcing yourself to draw a lot of things. A lot of things that I wouldn't normally, again, like just drawing some of the cars, some of the like trying to duplicate the coloring of some of the environments and scenes and moments. Just challenging, and you do nothing but grow from it. And it puts you in a different space when you have to draw things that are accurate, but they're like designed by other individuals. But yeah, Megatron busting free after being, I guess, like what, a couple hundred years? Not a couple hundred years, maybe like one generation, right? I think Archibald was a great grandfather. So maybe, yeah, like maybe two. But busting through from generations worth of being iced after being discovered by Archibald Witwicky, aka Shia LaBeouf's heritage. Just seems like too, people say what they want to say, but Shia, I mean, I just feel like a generation came on late on when it comes to Indiana Jones, but just seems like so many people are kind of perturbed and upset that they killed him off screen, which is funny because again, like he's such a like being the son of Indiana Jones, you're kind of like a major character, and when you're like in continuity, as much as you don't want to acknowledge it, because like like if you're like me, like you kind of firmly believe that no, like Indiana Jones gets no children. Like he lives the lifestyle of no children, and anything else, it would be a betrayal of such. But yeah, you get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull becomes continuity, and like you may disagree with it, but it is now a part of the story. It's a part of the allure, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, people might call that toxic or something like that, but it makes no sense. So some of the problem here, some of the problem here is his second hand. Apex, what is up, dude? Apex, thank you. Yeah, Apex. If just to bring you up to speed on this, it's been throughout all of the social media, but I kind of stack my production for different sketchbooks, just because like I mostly just enjoy it. But this is my Transformers 2007 sketchbook here, and I pretty much make my sketchbooks as if they were like printed books. Like I use like insert art, I use titles. This is for Martial Robots, so we're a little bit late. But then we get into like the actual title, the theme, all of it. I gotta work on my credits here. But yeah, and then once we get done with the credits, we hit the movie. We get into Transformers 2007, directed by Michael Bay, and we're kind of going scene by scene. I'm swapping some things just for I guess like continuity wise, just so we can have like a string of the Witwicky household, so to speak, right? And then we get into the Transformer like action and the human stuff, and I don't know, like we're not doing complete drawings, we're not doing complete renderings. We're just a lot of it. We're just trying to get the ideas and the feelings and just the general attitude of the movie down. And even here, this killed me because I thought here I nailed the Witwicky household, right? Like this is how the house looked in the movie. And then for some reason here, like I had like a complete brain fart of the part of the house. So movie wise, this is not accurate. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, human characters, Transformer characters, the big moments. I'm doing my absolute best to kind of portray all of it, and it's nothing but tricky. It's nothing but challenging. But thank you, Alex. I do appreciate it, bud. And thanks for tuning in, dude. I know it takes a lot to pop into a live stream. It takes even more effort to leave something within the chat, and like that's valuable. I appreciate that so much, and I'm always grateful. And like there's just a little bit of a see. There's always like a little bit of pressure too when you're live because you have to figure things out relatively fast, and I do feel like that's a missing piece by a lot of young creators. We'll call them creators because if you're trying to learn to draw, I think going live is one of the absolute best ways. It just unnerves you and it forces you to think on a level that we just haven't seen before. And it's fun. It's fun. And like I said, we're just trying to make his hand look like a little bit clawed. But the proportions are tough. I mean, it's almost like the trick here, too, is you need action figures to pose when you draw the obey formers. You really do. And, some people might call that cheating, but I think when it comes to just visualizing what these we'll call them like creatures, these aliens are, I think the action figures are just essential. But I don't have a 97 Megatron Studio Series, or otherwise I could. But also too, if I did have one, it would be the one from Revenge of the Fallen, where he's just like in the cloak, looking beyond cool. And I've been working in black and white for so long. Like, relatively, only just spent like a month working in black and white. You kind of like, you start thinking, like, you think differently. And let's just get one of these. You need 1 or 2 pieces of paper. This is also a straight up work day for your boy over here. So I can still get a call. I can still I can still jump into work mode. So we need some decent light gray. And these are from Five Below, guys. Just so you know. These are Five Below markers. I don't think they're real alcohol markers. But they're good. Like, they're not alcohol. They're not real alcohol. I mean, you know what? I say that. I'm not really even sure. I take that back. So I'm doing the cheap trick here of when something sucks, you put it in shadow. It's nothing that I created. It's an age-old trick. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to think, what's my positioning here with some of the shadowing? How are we going to portray this a little bit better, a little bit more accurately? Because I think I want to go like from gray to blue. So we're using the light gray here to really just define some of these areas. What we're doing here too, we're adding more opportunities for like a splatter. The Nick, oh my god, the Nick, thank you for popping in. I was hoping I had a mental list of people I was hoping to see being completely random today on a freaking Monday. It's a work day. It's a work day for me. I don't know if it's a work day for you, but I'm squeezing this in because I just spent too much time away. Trip was amazing, the Nick. A couple of revelations. I will be doing a video, but just to give you some, let's do a tease, because I think you're someone good to tease to. So we got into the travel sketchbook. This is how far we got. There's roughly 24 pages left. You can see like here in Florence. Some of them I got like some of them sketched out. So, but just to give you the preview, but this is an upcoming video, and I'm sure the video is not going to get a lot of traction. But I also have like annotations and little things to add on some of these pages. But I wanted to do a stream where I get the acrylics out and I paint this. Like I paint it front and back essentially. And really make it like unique. But the idea too, I got this in the 0 hour, was to jump into the sketchbook right away. You know, like treating it as just a, again, like almost like quote unquote like true sketchbook, like nothing crazy. So thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. But yeah, but here, my whole I prevented myself from drawing when I came home because I just wanted to do almost like document the drawing table before I left. I wanted almost like just a continuation. So that's where we are now. We're just continuing where we were before the trip. But it kind of like kickstart, like you do something like that. You know, you spend 20 something days overseas and you get that travel bug. You really do. You start thinking about other places and other opportunities, and it's just fun. And I do believe travel and interaction and just kind of, again, like taking yourself out of comfort zones and going into different environments. Like it does translate to a healthier artist. And that, like that, I know that's probably unconventional. I don't think that's in a lot of drawing books, but I do feel like individuals rob themselves, and I don't mean traveling to Disney. I know that's like what some people like, like going to Disney is easy. Going to foreign countries that have different cultures, exchange rates, and all that other stuff is where the real growth is. And deal with the difficulties along the way too. Like things are not like you think you just travel, and you don't. Like you travel and then you run into a million problems. Nick the Brick. Oh my God, Nick. Before I know it's up on screen. I haven't read it yet, but just before I read your comment, this drawing is absolutely. I love this drawing, and I really do love this one from the Nick. I mean, you guys, you spoil me with that. I mean, you make me jealous because I don't think anything I can do can be as bold as that. But you guys are awesome. Oh yeah, the 2-page. Yeah, so like some of it too. Like I guess we're like talking about some of it. Part of my intention with this, like if we want to call it like the spread, my intention always was to show like the absolute scale of some of this stuff. And the cool thing in Rome and even in like Paris is that the sky is so freaking blue like all the time. I mean, not now, they're rioting, but even when it comes to I may have to touch up some of these windows, right? It's not exactly there. Like because the perspective's rolling, but just even with the Colosseum, like it really would be like, where is it? Like if I were to add blue, like blue would be from this corner all the way through this window. Like that's how crisp and clear some of it is. And I really tried to show off some of the scale, but it's like it's tough, and sometimes you gotta give up and move on, and sometimes you're in like cafes and I'll do a video where like I go through some of the cheap tricks and techniques in just getting it out. So the rest of it though, I will rely on photos. I did take photos along the way too. Like for example, like if I'm drawing the aqueducts here, like boom, like you get it down, take a picture, right? I mean, mine as well. It's so accessible, and then you kind of find a place to sit down to like freshen up the drawing and add some of your like details and just like work the drawing, so to speak. So that is coming up. But for here, we have one of the greatest movies of all time, aka Patters. We have the Bayformers. We have the Michael Bay Transformers movie here. We have Megatron busting free, by the way, busting free, and then soon to be transforming and charging out of the Hoover Dam tunnel to meet up with Starscream. That's where we are. Yeah, dude, like really cool. Like you guys, I think the Nick and Nick the Brick need to like somehow collab on a flip book. Like this character needs to be 12 pages. These guys need to be another 12 pages, and you get two separate styles and you flip it. But while we're talking now, I'm just trying to figure out what did we do? You know, Megatron was frozen. He wasn't blue. Probably, if I remember him in the scene, he's mostly white. Right? He's kind of like dark metal gray, but covered in ice. And we can't do that. We have to we have to have elements that are distinguishable and dynamic. So we're going to take some liberties. That's the point I was getting at. And then just to tease it a little, you know, like I'm still not on kind of like post vacation videos for YouTube. But I did want to kind of do something to address the Stan Lee documentary that's on Disney Plus. Like, I don't know who saw that, but again, like monitoring Facebook and the social media stuff, nothing but difficult. Like, no joke. Just for example, like Facebook would come in and out. I will be able to see. I could post to Facebook. I could kind of create albums and post them, but it was like hard to edit. You couldn't go in really. I could just like make the initial post and like move on. So I was able to kind of update a little bit of my travel pictures, which, you know, a lot of people seem to appreciate. But like responding to messages, seeing posts. So I don't know. Like, it was just difficult. So there's like things about that I just want to do like videos on. I definitely want to do something on like the traveling and like the growth of an artist type of discussion. But I'm not done. Like, I'm not out of that zone. So we're going to have some travel like inspired videos coming soon. But some of the things I saw on Twitter and Facebook, and Twitter worked 100 times better. On Twitter and Instagram actually like work. Facebook just, I don't know. Twitter though, like I did have a couple like types of blackouts and stuff like that, but I just saw some of the traction that Stan Lee documentary got while it dropped, and I kind of consider myself at this point, you know, I could do a lecture about Stan Lee like right now. Yeah, and I don't want to say like Stan Lee expert, but it's pretty there. And there was a lot of bad opinions going around about that Stan Lee documentary. So that might be today's video. And that's my long-winded way, everyone, of pitching today's video. Just trying to add like some semblance of a halfway decent drawing here. Yeah, you sit down and you do something like this. The last thing you want to do is undersell the work of Michael Bay and or upset Megan Fox. So a little bit of what we're doing here too along the legs is we disperse the focal point. Like, focal clearly is here. And it's okay when you get into, we'll call it like the bottom or like the ends of a drawing. When you get into the frame of the paper, yeah, be bold. Like, try and find ways to control the focal point because that's your job. Like your job's to kind of get that focal point focused. There you go. And it's difficult sometimes because you get caught up in all these other details. But here we're just trying to get enough going. Yeah, just in case. Like, yeah, maybe Michael Bay will stumble on one of these streams and just be like, this kid in Philly is doing some of the coolest stuff ever. But see, like, I think here though, like, we got such an opportunity to do some cool looking splatter. You know, like the splatter is going to show up. The splatter is going to look cool. Here we go. Let's get into it. I also don't have all my water. Like I told you, people. We came back. It was so it was so busy with things, graduation stuff, graduation parties, almost like right away, and then people wanted to see us from the engagement. So it's just been super, super busy, and I have not had any opportunity to sit down at the drawing table until now. But I think starting on the Monday, having July 4th week. It's not even July 4th weekend. It's like July 4th week. I think we're there. Again, you can't do it all, but guess what? You have to try. If you don't try doing it all, what good are you? We're just trying to do just show some of the cool action of these ice particles of this glacier that Megatron was encased in. I do like the idea, and they pretty much abandoned it, but I do like the idea in the first movie that the humans, like, their best way to control the Transformers was to keep them under ice. Like, even when they capture Bumblebee and stuff like that. I think it's there. I think those are bold, interesting ideas. But it is awesome that when Megatron wakes up in this movie, it's kind of like it's go time. Like he's just relentless. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. Like I said, like we put some of these darker spots in here for opportunities. Just to get the idea. Again, like don't be afraid to show off movement. If it's not good, if it's not there, you can redo it. I don't care like what your medium is. You can reverse nearly anything in any medium, even pen and ink. There's just something with these proportions. I just like feel it. I feel that it's off. But AKA patterns, I mean, I think we did good, right? I think we did good. Right? Starscream triggers. Starscream takes out the power grid right here, right? Shoots, blasts it off. Takes out the power grid. Right? Humans... we got to do the Starscream close up. Humans react, right? Bumblebee's got to shrink down the Allspark. Then Megatron breaks loose, and then we're into the third act. So awesome! All right, AKA Patters, quicker stream, but thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. I think I gotta go hit the gym. Love you guys.